From the time of this recording, we just got a bit of news for Assassin's Creed Hexe. It's new information on what kind of gameplay to expect, such as a dark, grittier take on the Assassin's Creed series, the medieval witch trials, and superpowers, and cat assassins?
Huh?
We're of course going to get into all of that here today, but I'll warn you now. My opinion comes from someone that doesn't like Assassin's Creed Odyssey at all. Yeah, alright? And I know that sounds like a weird thing for me to mention at the top of this video, but it saves all the Odyssey meat riders from leaving angry comments on this video when I say superpower in AC bad. Okay, warning over. Let's get into it. Insider Gaming understands that this game is still in a relatively early stage of development and is expected to be released in 2026 on the Infinity platform. Hexe is understood to be a more linear experience compared to its predecessors, with some elements of open world exploration, somewhat akin to some of the earlier Assassin's Creed games. As already reported by Insider Gaming, Hexe is poised to have a single female protagonist, currently named Elsa, who has some supernatural abilities. Okay, off the bat here, this is all info we kind of already knew. I can't say much about Elsa right now because all we really know is her name. The idea of a more linear open world should be a step in the right direction, as that's the type of game design that makes proper Assassin's Creed shine, in my opinion. Elsa has, supernatural abilities. Yeah, well, I'm gonna hold my tongue here for a minute, because I want to give all the Assassin's Creed Hexe game info before I let loose on this, so calm. Details on Assassin's Creed Hexe are few and far between. Officially, the series' vice president and executive producer Mark Alexis Cote alluded that the game will be different from past entries and developed by Ubisoft Montreal. From the game's official tease, we know that it will lean heavily into witchcraft, with the game rumoured to be set in Central Europe during the 16th century Holy Roman Empire. Okay, so 16th century Holy Roman Empire. That sounds nice. Lean heavily on witchcraft. While details on all her abilities are unclear, footage sent to Insider Gaming under the condition that it does not go public shows off one of these abilities. In the footage, Elsa is seemingly being hunted by a 16th century German soldier and uses a spell to possess a nearby cat. The player then controls the cat and uses it to distract the soldiers by knocking over a glass bottle, which smashes on the ground and diverts the soldiers' attention. The gameplay provided to Insider Gaming depicts a dark and gloomy setting in the cobbled streets of the city. Okay, this sounds fucking awful. And before the hardcore Odyssey fans comment below calling me a hater, I'm gonna explain why it sounds shit. It is an Assassin's Creed game. All we want to do is play as an assassin and get entangled into an assassin fantasy that tells a story of ideological conflict between the assassins and Templars. That's literally it. Why is it so hard for Ubisoft to comprehend? I mean, my god, they did it so well for years. And you might be saying, well, how do you know that won't be the main focus of the game? Because of fucking superpowers. We all know that Ubisoft loves giving their protagonists superpowers, and then they milk that for all it's got. If the protagonist Elsa has lots of powers, then it will probably be explained away that she has a really high Isu DNA count. Meaning the story is probably going to have much more of a focus on wacky Isu shit, more than any philosophical deluge into the assassins and the Templars. Just like in Odyssey, I'm sure we're going to have a large focus on mythological beasts, and entire make-believe lands like Asgard and Jotunheim in Valhalla. Okay, what if the story does focus on what we want it to, being the Assassin-Templar conflict? You know, are superpowers on top really that bad? Well, yeah, I mean, I guess. It's still really, really bad. Assassin's Creed always used to use anything that came across magical as a literary device for its narrative themes. In AC1, it was the Apple of Eden. The illusions it could cast upon its victims were quite a literal and physical symbol of the Templars' ideology and goals. And when Al-Mualim tried using the apple to control Altair at the start of the game, but nothing happens, well, that conveyed Altair's strong willpower and ability to see past illusions. Our creed does not command us to be free, it commands us to be wise. So please, explain to me what the meaning behind taking control of a Captos. If anything, it opposes what an assassin should do. You're telling me that an assassin who fights for free will is happy to literally take over the mind of an innocent little kitty and put it in harm's way? I don't know about that. My point is, regardless of what cope you use to justify powers in Assassin's Creed, at the end of the day, it is still mechanically, as a game system, superpowers. Just like Basim being too fast for the Animus to cope with in Mirage and blah 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 blah, it's still fucking teleportation as a game mechanic. Okay, look. For those of you that began the series with Odyssey or Valhalla and went in with the mentality of this is a fantasy RPG, yeah, then great. You know, have fun playing. I wish you all the best, genuinely. But for me, someone who was introduced to this series as first and foremost a linear sci-fi game that was used for a social commentary on philosophy, yeah, this just ain't it, Chief. Yeah, I just referenced a 4-year-old meme, and I'm proud of it too, yeah. God, in internet terms, that practically makes me a decrepit cadaver at this point. Anyway. I want to end this video by reading some amusing tweets that I came across earlier today. OMG! I loved when Altair used his spells to possess cats in Jerusalem. Yeah, that was epic assassin moment, mate. Damn, let's not forget when Connor used his exploding diarrhea magic to kill all those Templar. This tweet right here just shows how deep the AC3 lore goes. Alright guys, if you like Assassin's Creed and you agree with me on any points, feel free to like and press the subscribe button to catch more like this. And of course, leave your own thoughts in the comments below, let's get a conversation going and build the AC community. If you disagree with me, that's completely fine, you know, that's what we're here for, that's what the comments are for. Let me know below, as I said, we'll get a conversation going. I love you guys, may the Father of Understanding guide us. I will see you soon, goodbye.